Good morning and welcome in. It is Tuesday, July 21st. We're 90 days out from October 19th. Your DTD2 this week, you're calling your D's and your O's, you're texting your P's. We remind you that we are doing the rally for Shannon. Shannon Whaley, our dear friend, has a procedure coming up. She's going to be off the bricks and out of work for a little bit. We want to make sure that we show her our love and support. You can do that. There is a Venmo QR code at the top of the morning news. At the top of the KWCLMhub.com, and of course at the top of our Facebook page as well. So if you feel inclined to do so, you can go there. No amount is too small, all to benefit our dear friend Shannon Whaley as she undergoes a procedure, which is coming up, which will take her off the bricks and put her out of commission for a little bit. So we just want to show our love and support to somebody who is part of the backbone of this market center. She has gotten many of us licensed. She has certainly gotten many of us the CEUs we needed in a moment's notice, maybe as you were closing in on your 2-year window and you promised yourself you would never let it get this late, but you did. She was there for you. So we want to thank Shannon and send her our love, and you can do that with the QR code for Venmo or simply go to @KWCLM on your Venmo and send out whatever you feel the need to send out. And certainly, if it's not monetary, wish her well the next time you see her or send her a lovely note. I'm sure she would appreciate that as well. It is Tuesday. Tuesdays, we hang with Brittany. I want to say it. I'm not going to say it, but you know what I mean. It's Brittany. She'll be in the building, and it is Pathway to Success. Brittany leads the conversation for our agents who are finding their footing and getting their first handful of deals under their belt. That conversation takes place here in person in Portsmouth at 9 o'clock every Tuesday. And that is happening in just under 30 minutes. Also at 9 o'clock, you've got the KW Breakthrough Club, your chance to go do your lead gen. It's in the Zoom room. It's cameras on, microphones off. Are you talking to your people? Are you texting your people? Are you working on marketing? What are you doing to make sure that you're having enough conversations and interactions to put together the deals that you need to hit the goals that you set for yourself? So that will then move right into the midday protocol. That happens at 12 o'clock every day as we wrap up our Zoom session in the Breakthrough Club, KWBreakthroughClub.com, or just click the link in the morning news for that. Then at 12 o'clock, I will hop in and we will start talking about what did or didn't happen today. Let's talk about conversations and interactions. Let's talk about the appointments you set to sit with buyers, sellers, or investors. And beyond that, the agreements you got signed. Did you sign a buyer? Did you sign a seller? Did you put somebody under contract with the purchase and sale? Those are our pipeline questions. Those are lead indicators to tell us where we stand. You hear me always say we're 90 days out from October 19th. What does that mean? If you've got some deals closing between today and October 19th, the date you need to be concerned with is when does your last deal close? So if you're telling me right now it's July 21, correct? I got to fix my watch. This doesn't say, I'm not wearing my Apple. That would have done it for me. I'm wearing, look at me. Look at Grandpa wearing my clock. The gap between your last deal that is set to close and October 19th right now is that's the, like it or not, there's your broke window, right? There's your poverty window. Like there's no income coming in. Yipes, right? So we want to make sure we're always closing that. It's not going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect, but some of you have new builds happening and you're like, yeah, it closes next spring. You know, some people have close dates way after their 90 days. So our job is just to make sure that we are peppering that 90-day window with multiple opportunities. And we're doing that by talking to multiple people. The benefit is when you do get someone to work with you to buy, sell, or invest, the probability of that buyer or seller is probably on a 7 to 10 year clock, right? If you have a couple that moves into a town to put their kids through school and their kids are, I don't know, let's say 8, you probably have a 10-year window. They're probably going to move their kids through high school. Maybe they stay in that town, but maybe the town and the house doesn't serve them when the short people are off to college. So then they're going to right size and they're going to move, or you're going to stay in touch with them in that 10-year window. That's who you're talking to. I think we only think, well, my conversations on the phone today are to find somebody to buy, sell, or invest. Yes, we're always looking for new business, but you also have to have those nurture calls in there. How are we staying in touch with the people that we know and love and trust and the gap in which they're not buying, selling, or investing? How do we remain as a human in their life and in their eyes and in their heart in the gap? Are you watching on FaceSpace? Are you watching on social media? Did you know they just lost their dog? And anybody that has a dog, and I don't, but I know because I have cats, and cats are assholes. Dogs are fantastic. Dogs are unconditional love. You know, if your friend lost their dog passed away, they are heartbroken beyond belief. That's a phone call. Or maybe you find it out when you do call because it's not on social media. But you're not going to know if you don't call. And if you're like, oh no, if it's a 7 to 10 year window, Timmy, I'll call them in like another 6 years. And then something comes up in their life. And there's a causation for them to move that you didn't know about because you were waiting for that perfect window. Well, I'll call them back according to the 7 year window. I'll call them back in 5 years and 363 days. That's how we're going to lose. And as James Shaw would say, if you're only talking to people when they're grabbing their checkbook, you might love money. If you're talking to people all of the time, you might love people. And it doesn't need to be complicated. You just have to know when you look at your D's and your O's and texting your P's this week, if you don't have any D's or O's that are clients, then no, you're not doing follow-up. You're not doing anything about a deal right now. You're just talking to the people that are D's and O's in your life and finding out what's going on with them and finding out who they know that you should know so you can build your business with people that you like, that are like them. That's the video game of this whole thing. And I know when we're getting started, and if you're years in, you would remember this. When we're getting started, without fail, we are probably more confident to talk to a stranger. And the reason for that is your ego is protected. If they don't know who you are, oh, I'm happy to talk to a stranger. Because if I jam something up, I don't know them. It's less embarrassing. The same way in traffic. And this just happened a little while ago. I'm in Dover, and I don't know, and I was probably in the wrong because I'm probably in the wrong. But I pulled over and I got in front of somebody. Actually, the more I think about it, I don't think there was anything wrong. I think he was just screwing with me. I got in front of somebody and they leaned on the horn. Now I'm yelling my mirror back, which I shouldn't be doing. Grown man, what am I doing? Picking a fight in traffic. I'm yelling in my mirror back. It's the masshole in me. Couldn't help it. And the guy's yelling at me. He pulls up alongside me. And I'm like, oh, here we go. And it's Mark Lesniak. And the only reason he honked is because he saw my plate. My point is, we're willing to wave our hands and scream at somebody in traffic when we don't know them. But if you started screaming at somebody in traffic and then they pull up and you're like, oh my God, that's somebody I care about, it changes the energy. So why not go into these phone calls, not with sales on our chest, like I gotta call the people I know and love and trust and have a sales conversation. Don't do that. Call the people you know and love and trust and just have a conversation. Find out what's going on. Keep building that bridge between you and them so it's undeniable when it's time for them to move, to buy, sell, or invest, or somebody they care about. You're their person because you showed up when they were not reaching for their checkbook. You showed up just because they're in your life. That could make all the difference in the world. That could absolutely lift the heavy of what we do. We catastrophize as agents, this thing that we do. If you really break it down to its core, we are calling the people that we care about to find out who they know that we should know. Yes, and expireds are a thing. Yes, and FSBOs are a thing. These are people we don't know. The reason I would want you to focus heavy on your current sphere, if you landed today, is when you get to the end of your career, you are going to look back and realize that you built your business on the people that were in your phone when you got your license. And if that's not the case, when you step away from real estate, whenever that might be, I would say that you underserved yourself and them. And even the new relationships that you make, because we hear this all of the time, especially from our veterans. You ask an agent that's been in the business 5 to 7 years, and I would argue the bulk of their business is referral. From civilians, from the people that they know and love and trust, from their past clients, and from other agents. Because you've proven to the people and to your peers that you're not going anywhere. So when you tell me that your phone is almost half of my phone, Timmy, is realtors, cool, talk to them too. Where are they at? Have they decided they don't want to drive that far anymore? Have they decided they're about to step away from real estate? Have they decided that maybe they want to fold in? Because if you're playing somewhere else and you're thinking about long-term, and income streams, I would invite you to get the book Nick Crowder wrote. Nick Crowder wrote a book called The Golden Handoff. And the ability for an agent who's going to step out of their business to pass it on to an agent that is capable of carrying on their standard. And all the finances are baked in there. It even explains if the veteran agent decides they want to come back into play, there's a reentry path. My question is, if you do have agents in your phone, are you talking to them enough? Are they aware that you are a great referral partner? Are they aware that you're still in business? If you love people, you will talk to them consistently. If you love money, you will talk to people when they're picking up their checkbook. James Shaw said that. I don't think he's far from the truth. What we need to decide for ourselves is, what will my business look like? How will it make me feel? And what story will it tell about me and my character and how I served others? I came into this career to serve others. Am I doing that to the best of my ability? We can talk about that. If you got questions, if I can help with anything, let me know. It is 603-834-2856. You can also book my face at meetwithcoach.com. We'll see you in and around the market center and, of course, the internet. Take care.